Hey everybody, Foley back for some more Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So last time, while I confirm that the mic is actually on. Yes, it is. Okay, cool. So last time we completed Divine Beast Naboris, which means all of the Divine Beasts are now free. We can, if we feel like it, go take on Ganon. Just coming in and loading up the save Zelda. For fuck's sake, forgot her name. Oops, it's been 100 years. Give me a break. Zelda's just informed me that hey, the EX Champions Ballad is now available if you want to take that on. We're not going to do that today, but it is on the to-do list. So the plan for today is to tackle the 3 dragons and the 3 shrines that are associated with them. So there's the shrine of power? No. What was there? There's another. Hang on, wait, it's up here. The shrine of courage. So there's one that requires us to take on Farosh, the dragon. Then there's the Shrine of Wisdom that's up here. That requires us to take on Lanayru, the dragon. And then there is another one over here somewhere. It's like, this is going to be kind of wide. It's like from here all the way over to here. Somewhere is the Shrine of Strength. I don't know where, but it's somewhere around here. And if it requires us to take on that fire dragon, I don't know how to get to him. Is the real issue. Anyway, during all of that, though, we also have these memories to collect. So we have a few of them. We have 5. And there are 12 in total. Some of them are like, this is like right at Hyrule Castle by the looks of things, so that's probably something we'll get near the end. But the other ones we should be able to get. I think I know where that is. I think I know where that is. Where would this be? It's like right in front of the castle. So where's the castle? Here. So it's like here. Yeah, it's probably there. That's probably another one when we actually... that's the thing is we kind of need to get them and then go back to Kakariko Village. So we can't really leave it to just, we'll do it when we get to Ganon, because it's, you know, not really an option. Anyway, I have not done anything since the last stream. Been on holidays. So there's loads to actually still do in Gerudo Desert, which we may just do at another time. But for now, we're going to make our way over. It's a fairly long-ass walk, but we're going to make our way over to Mount Lanayru. So okay, so make my way over to the shrine. Or not the shrine, the red mark. That'll be the easiest place to do it. Okay, red. Over here. Alright, Shrinky Dink. Okay, so the plan kind of for... Well, today's stream, as I said, is the 3 dragons. But it's... As we're not doing fast travel, we'll probably come across stuff along the way. So, as we come across things, we'll bump into them and do them as we get there. But outside of the 3 dragons, the other things we need to do are the memories with Zelda. We don't need to do the Champions Ballad, but I would like to do it. And again, we don't need to do the Trial of the Sword, but I would like to as well. I don't think I'll manage to finish it because it's quite hard. But I'll give it a shot, and I'll give it a couple of shots and see how I get on. But I don't imagine myself completing it. Alright, we're just coming in here to get our horse. Because I'm not walking all the way. Alright, let's take out Who's our fastest? Well, Bosco's actually our fastest. He's not very strong, but he does have quite a bit of stamina. Quite a bit of stamina, and apparently he's our fastest horse. Yes, I know. You tell me this every time. Trust me, I've learned. Hey, Bosco.
The roof's protection now ready to roll.
Some of you may remember Bosco from the wet horse caper earlier in the stream series, where Bosco decided to fall down a gorge, not die. And again, since we're not fast traveling, I had to go down there and get him. And he was very stubborn about coming out. I eventually did have to go on without him. And then, I don't know, somehow he managed to climb out. I guess the game must perform some shenanigans if the horse isn't on screen or nearby or whatever. If they run out of Link's loading zone, he must do something different. But he did manage to get out of the gorge. Only to be killed by some random fucking bokoblin. Alright. Anyway, we resurrected him. Okay, this is a straight line. Go across here. Then... Right, when we get... Okay, when we have to, we take a right turn. Fine. So I haven't looked up the dragons. I have reached Farosh, the lightning one, and Lanayru, the ice one, presumably. Lanayru seems to have an actual quest associated with them, because they are corrupted. I wasn't expecting to bump into them, which is why I did it off stream. I thought they were going to be flying about the place like the other two. But no, there was like a whole thing, hey, you should probably help this dragon. It might help you out. Fuck's sake. Bosco nearly died again. Sick. And the fire dragon, whose name I don't know. Wait. I think I took a picture of him. Would it be under this? Is it under... maybe he's under enemies. Yeah. Alright, so there's Farosh, that's the lightning one. Did I get the other ones? No. This is kind of annoying because I definitely took pictures of the other Ganons, but they didn't save. So I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe I took a picture of them, but it didn't go in the compendium? You know, if they move really fast, sometimes it doesn't actually enter the compendium. Din Ral is the fire one. Okay, and then presumably Lanayru is in the middle. So apparently there's an EX. Enemies. Who are the EX enemies? We'll find out at some point. I would also like to do the compendium, but I think we're locked out of it now because the Ganon bosses didn't... Their pictures didn't take. Sorry, we're locked out of doing it legit. We can always go up to Pura and pay to unlock the ones we missed. I might do a stream where I just try to get all of the ones that I actually can get, and then after that I'll just pay to unlock them. I don't remember what the actual payment is. But I mean, I have a lot of rupees, and I'm really not using them for anything, so I might as well. Wolfies. Alright, there's a shrine here we haven't done. Might as well do this. Ugh. Let me turn that off. Nope. Bosco's just jumping like a crazy person. Crazy horse. Alright, we'll stash you here. There's plenty of dead grass for you to eat. I'll be back. Alright, so we'll see what the shrine is about. Huh? Who's attacking me? Wolfies. That I can't target? Better not hit them with the Master Sword. I kind of need that. Come here. Somebody still looking for me? Oh, fuck it. I'm just going in the shrine. There's also a bunch of armors and stuff I suppose we could go and get that are part of the expansion pass. Or the season pass, whatever it was called. Is this pinball? On the move. Okay, these look like paddles, is why I thought it might have been pinball, but it doesn't look like it now. Can I grab you? No. Is there a wind somewhere? Or a Korok thing? Korok leaf? What am I... I've no way of getting over there, so how do I knock it into that? That's locked. Does that help at all? That did not work. Okay, apparently I wasn't targeting it. Bullshit. Yeah, but now what? I forgot which button it was. Huh. Go on, you bastard! Go on! Do it! Oh, you dick. Ah! That would have worked. Okay, I think I do know what I'm supposed to do, though. I need to stop the ball and probably hit it with an arrow. Do I not have an arrow? Have I forgotten how to take my bow out? Do I? I've forgotten how to take the bow out. Okay. It's been a while. You know, cut me some slack. It's been a while. Okay, I'll wait for the next one. Bullshit. Are you serious? I hit it every time I want to, and now that I know what to do, it won't let me hit it. Well, that's not helpful. Fuck it. I don't need it. I don't need stasis. I'm just gonna fucking hit it. Nah. Didn't even need it. That was. Ugh, it's gonna take forever. Just fall off. Do more Guardians come out with it? Or... Okay, here it is. I can hear something, anyway. Jeez, I hit that too well and almost fell all the way off. Okay, now you have one with lasers. Grab this. Come here. Do you think that comes back, or have I missed my chance to get it? Nice. Okay, so I presume I need to bring you down, is what's happening. Without getting lasered. Just follow this big one, should do it. If I was paying attention, I would have anyway. Link just jumped very high. Good to know. Okay. I need to put you in way of... is there any way for me to place this so it doesn't... Not really? That did not work. It's too short anyway. Why is this jump so shit? Ugh. Come back here, you dick. It seems if I don't jump, it actually is more beneficial. Come on, where are you? did that happen? Ugh. How did that happen? No, Stream Elements, it's not time for a break. I told you to do that an hour and a half in, not 30 minutes in. Not even 30 minutes in. Fuck's sake. Why didn't none of those things work properly? Is it possible to pick one of these up? I don't think so. I can stasis them, though. Not that that will help. What does stasising you do? Ah. Okay, did not know that. Okay. All done with that one. I'm just gonna check that Stream Elements thing while we're waiting for this to play out. Why did you do that? Timers. Interval online, 90 minutes. Why did you do it then? That makes no sense. I don't understand. It's interval online 90 minutes and it still did it anyway. Anyway, I'm gonna have to fucking remove that though. Alright, back to Bosco. Which is again making our way pretty much the complete opposite side of the map. It's gonna take us a while. Damn it, missed. Fuck off, keys. I think I actually... I know it annoys some of you, but I'm gonna leave it on for shrines that I haven't found. I see an explosive point here. Are they sticking around or are they leaving? They're leaving, okay. bush. Is this magnetic? It is. What is your purpose? Hey, Jutranic! Why is Stream Elements telling you to take a break? I told it to tell me to take a break an hour and a half into the stream, and it decided an hour and a half means 20 minutes for some reason. I don't know why. What is the purpose of this area? You seem weirdly out of place. Oh, good! It's just a death trap. Well, I'm out of here. Bye. I assumed there was something I was actually supposed to make use of in there, but I'm not hanging around for that shit. Ugh. I really have just got to the point that I'm really not interested in fighting anything in Breath of the Wild. There were more boulders to move in there. Only one of them was magnetic. But yeah, probably. There's a shrine this way? No, it's just that one back there. I already know that one's there. Combat is the weakest bit of the game. The bosses and Lionels and whatnot are fun to fight, though. Yeah, the bosses are good. The Ganon Blights. The Lionels. The Hinoxes I don't like that much, to be honest. The Boulder guys are pretty cool. Whatever they're called. We'll see now, I guess, if Tears of the Kingdom has any, does anything interesting for just the regular mob enemies. Alright, where did I want to go? So I think I wanted to go here, because I think there is a, I think there's a memory here. I think it's this one. This one. I think it's that one. Yep, there's Ganon. He's all the way over there. It's still gonna be quite a few streams before we get to him. Alright, so we can see the Dueling Peaks. There is a lake here, so there must be... Alright, I think it's here. Yep, there it is. Ugh. Guys, I'm trying to do a thing. I'm trying to reminisce. Give me a sec.
From here, we'll make our way to Goron City.
That's miles away,
We'll
Zelda.
make some adjustments on that divine beast so Daruk can manage it as easily as possible. He's
We're just
figured
gonna
out
walk?
how to move. However, it's apparent that we still have much more to learn. But to think that divine beast was
Kids these days.
by
She's just looking at her phone while she's walking.
That means we should be able to understand how it works and how to use it to our advantage. These divine beasts, so much we don't know. But if we want to turn back Calamity Ganon, they're our best hope. Tell me the truth. How proficient are you right now wielding that sword on your back?
On a scale of
Voice resonates inside it.
1 to 10?
Can you hear it yet, hero?
No? I think? Could we hear it? I don't think so. I don't think that ever came up. Alright, anyway. Yep. Right. That's done. What one would be near us now? I have no idea where the bottom left and bottom right is. Be honest, I have no idea where this one is either. Okay, so it's to the left of the castle. So castle is here. So it's like there, maybe? Bottom left is in the jungle area, I think. Oh, I do know where that is. It's actually one of the shrines we're going to today. So we might actually spot that. Yeah, it is in fact in foresty swamp area. It's here somewhere. Possibly where the star is. I may have found it already and just didn't trigger it because we weren't on stream. This is near Goron City. It's overlooking Goron City. It's like there. I have a star for it already. And that one is right, like, smack in front of the castle, so there. It feels like it's here. This one. Or maybe not. There's no. It actually might be much closer to the castle. There? That seems a bit too close. There, maybe? I don't know. I'll have to look that one up. Anyway, we're making our way to the jungle. So we have to come back on this road, down here, and then turn right, cross the bridge. Right, cool. No, we're not making our way to the jungle. The jungle is second. We're going over to Mount Lanayru, which means don't take the right, just keep going straight. Or maybe we should do the jungle one now. And just do like a circle and just keep making our way. Okay, that's what we'll do. We'll do the jungle one first. Yeah, nice try, Yiga Clan. That's Korok Seed. Like I said, if I see something, we're going to stop and do it. It's kind of what we've been doing this entire series. If you see something, stop and do it, basically. Yeah, ha! You found me! Did I do it? No, I must have done it earlier. We're not sitting on like 400 Korok seeds anymore. I actually did use them. Watch out, Bosco! Alright. Okay, so we're gonna skirt around the Great Plateau. He's got it. Doesn't need my help. So if you skirt around the Great Plateau, take a right when we get up here. So once we get past this area. Dick. Whoever that was. So I think we need one of Farosh's scales. So we need to meet Farosh first. And he usually spawns near the bridge. If we don't see him by the time we hit the bridge, we will probably see him near the shrine instead. Did those boulder traps ever hit anyone? No. Definitely not me. Definitely not while I'm looking to the side and I run straight into it. Although I think Farosh only shows up at the bridge at night time. I think he hangs out in the jungle otherwise. They. No sign of them. So they must be still in the jungle. Lol. This is of no benefit to me whatsoever. It was just funny. And that's all that matters. Alright, so where are we going now? This way. When we hit this shrine, basically, I can probably stop and make my way up here. Although Farosh hangs out here, I think, mostly. Well, we'll see. This is also the part of the map where the Switch likes to tank. Stay left. Okay, no sign of them. So I think we'll head all the way to the... We'll head all the way to the stable and stable Bosco. And then we'll figure out how exactly we're supposed to deal with Farosh. Alright, thunderstorms. He must be around somewhere. They must be around, so I don't know why I keep saying that. It's not like there's a big dragon dick dragging across the ground or anything. Dragon is dragon dick. Left. Why did you stop? Okay, so I'm pretty sure I've seen Farosh around here quite a few times. And I think we just need a scale. It should be okay to assume the gender of fictional monsters. I guess so. I mean, if they were really offended by it, they would have just, you know, electrocuted me, I guess.
Oh.
Okay. So Bosco will not get struck by lightning while we're busy doing this bullshit.
Oh.
And now we gotta go find that dragon. Okay, so we're attempting to do... not power. I think it's this one. We need one of Farosh's scales. That's this one as we're doing. I just gotta find them. Them. It. Right. I'll get up to the waterfall. Might be easier. Where is my Zora stuff? Nope, that's the wrong button. Can you tell it's been a while? Can you tell it's been a while since I played this? There's always one of you pricks, isn't there? As soon as I get up on this thing... what a waste. Are you serious? Am I managing to hit the thing that's coming out of him every time? I think that's what's happened. Fuck's sake. Anyway. Still no sign of any dragons. would you say that turned out for you guys? Do you think it was a good idea? Now, if you don't mind, I'm busy looking for a dragon. I distinctly remember getting electrocuted many times around here. Is there something about this game that makes it hard to capture? Something about the fog or weather effects? Does it come out really shit? It's not necessarily this game specifically. It's the bitrate conversion that Twitch and YouTube both do. If there's a lot of particle effects, which you are going to get from fog and steam and all that kind of stuff, it just destroys the bitrate. If you've ever watched a game that has a lot of particle effects going on, stuff like Resogun or any kind of bullet hell shooter type thing, really, they just look terrible. They just look terrible on YouTube. It's mostly in an effort to kind of curb, you know, you needing to have really high bitrate. Because if you have a very high bitrate, you won't get that problem. It doesn't look terrible, but worse than most of the games you capture. Could just be the Switch. Honestly, could just be... Actually, it probably is the Switch, because the Switch technically isn't 1080p. It's like 8 something that gets scaled up when you dock it. So that's probably why. I'm assuming, unless I'm doing something wrong, but I'm assuming that's the issue. Everything else, it's typically PS5 that I capture from. And then Steam Deck is also 1080p, so... Or typically it's 1080p, not always. What? Nintendo lies, yeah. It's 720 undocked, and then it's between 720 and 1080 undocked. Sorry, it's 720 undocked, as in portable, and then something between that when it's docked. Although I think the OLED can do 1080p properly, like not fake 1080p, real 1080p. Oh, he's here. He's here. Where are you? Where are you, bollocks? There you are. Ugh. Okay. I'll have to look into that. I think the Nintendo OLED... Motherfucker. Can't believe you shocked me out of the waterfall. Sniped on the waterfall. That's dragons for you. Alright. Now we gotta get one of his scales. Did that work? Alright, where's that gone? It was here, right? There it is. Although, I think I actually hit one of his spines. It's not the spines we need, it's the scale we need. Never mind, we got a scale. Farosh's scale. This precious scale fell from the golden spirit Farosh. It contains powerful electricity within. You can cook with it, but just eating it seems like a waste. Indeed, because that's not what we need it for. We need it to complete the Shrine of Courage. Okay, so we can make our way to the Shrine of Courage. Sorry, fish. Flew right into me. Flew? Swam? It's flying to them. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, should I... Should I go get Bosco? Or should I bother? No, I don't think I will. We'll do this, and then we'll just go to this stable and pick him up there. Swap to the good stuff. Is that my best? Are these my best trousers? Probably. My Sunday best. If I recall correctly, there are a lot of actually pretty strong enemies on the way. Oh, we're actually nowhere near it. Oh, fuck it. Take a shortcut. You'll be fine. You can do with the exercise. Alright. You can go this way. Go, for fuck's sake, go away. The hero of time is running away from us. He's scared. No, I'm just not interested. Leave me alone. I've better things to be doing with my time. I don't think I can get out of here now, can I? You're just not worth my time, Bokoblin. Not even a Bokoblin. You don't even have any meat on you. I feel sad for you. I don't even know who you are. Alright, shortcut. It's not even a shortcut. We have to break off here to get to it. So this is one of Kaz's tales. You know, the guy who plays the hurdy-gurdy. Or the accordion. I forget which switch. I think he plays a hurdy-gurdy. I don't know. I forget. I forget what the difference is, honestly. I think, though, it's like a common thing that people say accordion when they mean a different instrument. But you know who I'm talking about. Alright, they'll give up. They can only flap for so long. Okay, so we are getting into actually difficult enemy territory that I would rather not have them chasing me. Too late. Being in the water is not a good idea here. You idiots are going to electrocute yourselves. No! Shut up! Who keeps trumpeting? Serpentine. Yes, I did see the giant moblin. I'm not going anywhere near him. We're taking a sneaky detour. Offer ferocious scale received from the golden spirit to the spring of courage. Goddess Hylia will guide you. Yeah, I did that already. Oh, right. I need to actually put it there. Link. Oh, whatever, it's close enough. Your path has shown itself, now go forth. Alright, so what do we get? So there's three of these. There's three of these shrines, the traditional Triforce things, courage, strength, and wisdom. This is the courage one, which traditionally is Link's Triforce. Zelda's is wisdom, and Ganondorf's is strength. Well, since there's three of them, it's either an armor set, since there's three pieces in an armor set usually, or it could be a set of weapons, like a weapon, a shield, and a bow. Like a shield would make sense for courage, strength would be like a weapon of some kind, and I don't know, wisdom is... Does a bow for wisdom make sense? I don't know. Wow, that's not worth it. That's not worth it at all. That's not even remotely worth it. Jesus Christ, I was thinking it was going to be something good. Alright, what can I get rid of? Nothing. It's absolutely not worth it, my while, to pick this up in any way. Okay, it's better than this, I suppose. I'll make sure I've taken a picture of this. I have. Wow, thanks for the Thunder Spear. So, Farosh does have other things that they drop. Okay, if you hit their body, you get a scale. I think if you hit one of their spines, you get something. A spine, I guess. And if you hit the horn, you get a piece of the horn. Giggity. Obviously, managing to hit their horn is difficult, that's what she said. We do actually need Farosh's horn, giggity, to upgrade Link's champion's tunic. Okay, now do you count as a level up person? You do. Cool. Nice. Alright, that's one dragon down. This... Is the memory here? Maybe it's not that one. No, there's trees beside it. Nah, it's not this one. Anyway, I can remove this. So maybe it's this one? Here? Yeah, it's this one. Spring of Power. I was way off. I think it's this one. Spring of Power. Which will be the last one we do. So we're gonna go try to get to Lanayru from here. So where am I? That's actually closer. The Dueling Peaks stable, so let's try to get to that instead. That's gonna be quite a climb. Put a mark on it. Or near it, I guess. Close enough. Put our mounting gear on. Speedy climbing.
Rivali's gale is now ready.
Shut up, Rivali. Nobody likes you. If you weren't such a prick, people would like you more. Do I have any speedy elixirs? Do I have any elixirs? I'm in the wrong thing. No. Stealth. Lots of stealthy ones for some reason. Even with the speed we are going, climbing, we can go faster. Have you watched the 10-minute Tears of the Kingdom thing? Doom Train Inc. Played it this week. Or showed it this week. Have I done this? I've done this. Okay. No, I haven't followed on it. Okay. I won't say anything then. We'll be talking about it on the news show on Sunday anyway. Okay, so the Lanayru dragon, I think, is a little different because it doesn't fly around. As I said at the start of the stream, Ganon has already gotten to it. Tears of the Kingdom looks too similar to this game. I hope it plays differently at least. Yeah, you should watch that video. It certainly is similar, but they've added some really crazy mechanics to it. I think anyone who's developing an open world game right now and is gonna release it like a couple of months or a year after Tears of the Kingdom are gonna be like, fuck. It's like Horizon Zero Dawn being released at the same time as Breath of the Wild. And people are like, lol, Breath of the Wild's so much better. And then Horizon 2, whatever it was called, being released at the same time as Elden Ring. It was like, lol, Elden Ring is so much better. If there's a Horizon 3 and it comes out... Well, no. Well, wait, Burning Shores will be out alongside Tears of the Kingdom. So, I mean, it's technically not Horizon 3 or anything, but I think the same thing is gonna happen. Okay, so we're gonna head to Hateno Village. Then past Hateno Village, we will go up to Mount Lanayru. Yeah, you don't want to give me directions, though. You want to fucking race me. You can fuck off. Alright, let's go, Bosco.
Oh. Hey.
Alright, where are we going? So we want to go north, then east at that fork, follow the road, keep following the road. Wait, no, we don't actually want to go that way. Actually, I can't take Bosco to Mount Lanayru. Because there's nowhere to stable them. And there's a fucking Lionel right there. Alright, we're doing this one on foot, I think. Alright, sorry Bosco. Sorry I got you out of bed. Let's put you back to bed.
Hi.
Shit. Yes, this time I want to board him. Yeah, he's just abandoning several horses in the mountains. This is we are two different Doom trains, it seems. I got 2 horses in the entire game, and I'm not losing either of them. Which means we have to take the long way to get here. Okay, I'll delete you. So we want to go here, up this waterfall, up this waterfall, because then we can get around the Lionel, drop onto Mount Lanayru, and then make our way up. So this way. So that's where we're going. Nope. That mountain.
Daruk's protection is now ready to roll.
Thanks, buddy. See, Rivali, why can't you be like Daruk? Everybody likes Daruk. Okay. So we go past this wall. I think there's a Korok seed I abandoned because it just looked way too hard. I'm going to take another look at it again. Because it does seem like it's kind of... Oh, fuck's sake. Are they chasing me? No, they're not arsed. Good. gonna change back to my other gear. You doing, Yeager Clan? Okay, so it's up there. I do like the kind of environmental storytelling they have here. Like they have the big stone wall that was clearly breached at some point. They had to make like this makeshift thing to sort of shore it up, but like just look out from the wall, you can see all of the guardians just streaming towards it. But then something happened that killed them all. What happened here? Why are there so many of them just dead in this section? And then the Great Plateau has something similar. There's a shrine where there's just tons of dead guardians around the place. Anyway. Like, how in the... Actually, that's not too bad. Alright. It's quite a bit further away than it looks. It is not as far away as it looks. Right. Tons of machine parts in this area, yeah. Yeah, haha, you found me! I think I actually went around and collected most of them already. I don't think they respawn. Maybe they do. Okay, that might have just been a lucky one. Let's not get near you. Oh, fuck it. I'll do it later. Maybe this one. Maybe they do respawn. Where did you come from? Fucking ghost horse. Or maybe I planned to pick them up and didn't do it. And in my head, I just pretended that I did. That has happened before. Okay. I was headed for this waterfall. Alright, still got a ways to go. You don't have the stuff I'm looking for, though. I need ancient cores, I think, and shafts. Always need shaft. Giggity. Yeah, this is where I tried to get Bosco out of the water. At like second stream, I think? Don't think it was the first stream. Are the Yiga clan just scared of me now? Is that what this is? Because I beat up their boss. I didn't kill their boss killed himself. I had no part in that part. Steal your bananas and your bow. Actually, I think I need that for a quest. Also, I have all of these fucking quests to do. Yep, that guy wants it. Alright, I'll have to remember not to break the duplex bow. God damn it. Are you serious? Well, I got 2 of them now. Remember when I was wondering? Oh wait, I have a shit ton of them. Never mind. Like, they there, so. Remember when I was wondering if they were scared of me now? Doesn't seem like it. Far are we away from this? Oh, I've actually passed it this way. What's at the bottom of this? Nothing. Alright, so that's actually where we're headed. I think that mountain was in the way. Okay, so if we take this route, we can bypass the Lionel. No worries, Doom Training. See you in a bit. Okay, got that one. Got that one. Okay, temperature is dropping, but it's still within comfortable range. So you can actually probably see the dragon a little bit. Okay, it is no longer within comfortable range, so... I don't think I've upgraded this enough. Yeah, I haven't upgraded this enough to get its special feature, whatever it is. Okay, so we've got a bit of our climb. It's a pretty tall mountain. I think it's taller than Death Mountain. I don't know. I think it's taller than Death Mountain. Get these while I'm here. What's in them? Don't know. Ruby, decent. All right. Fortunately, we won't be able to do that up the mountain. It's like we could climb the mountain rather than just like running up this hill. But we can't wear the mountaineer's gear because it's not warm enough. So I'd have to drink like cold resistant or eat something that's cold resistant. I don't think I have anything. So we're gonna do it the slow way. But it's scenic. I did like the thing that they showed in the Tears of the Kingdom video where you could attach a white choo-choo to your arrow and turn it into a cold arrow. Like, I'd say they'll still have, you know, proper ice arrows. And maybe, like, the actual magic ice arrows keep enemies frozen for longer. Well, the white choo-choo one is maybe not as good, but it'll work in a pinch. But having the thing like attaching a Keith's eyeball to have it just auto hit the enemy is incredible. Like what? It's like what else is it gonna have? Now, what else will we be able to attach? You know, will attaching a wing to it make it fly further? I am thoroughly ignoring enemies. Unless they give me a reason to hit them, I'm not going to bother with them. It's just that I have almost all of their materials, and lots of them. Like, I'm not going to be running out of... Okay, maybe like ice key stuff or whatever, but I don't think I specifically need it either. Okay, you might be able to hear the dragon groaning. It does also seem, as long as I keep moving, things seem to be fine. You guys gotten bored yet? Okay, they got bored. Alright, we got the mystery music. Mystery things are happening. Okay, so the Shrine of Wisdom. Problems. I don't think he'd be thrilled if I took his picture like this. Nadra. Sorry, we'll get you a better picture after this. Okay, I assume I just have to take out the eyes. Oh, and then it takes off. Okay. Is it gonna calm down, or am I just stuck trying to take out the eyeballs now? I don't think there's any way I'm hitting it from down here. I was like, are you gonna let me land or what? I wasn't trying to stay in the updrafts, I was trying to land. Okay. Wow, it's far away. Okay. That's another one. Now what? Possibly I can climb this, I might be able to hit its head. I don't have a ton of arrows, is the issue. Okay. I could have got that. You coming back? You're not coming back. Hang on, you might be coming back. Yeah, I don't have great. I do have a lot of ice arrows, though. I don't think he's coming back. Like the music has stopped and everything. Yeah, okay. Okay. I need to get close is the issue, because it's very difficult to judge distance here. It would be great if we could do like a Shadow of the Colossus thing here. And like climb it. Fuck, I missed. Nope, missed. I can't get into this spot. This seems to be a fucking invisible wall right here. That was weird. There might have been a wind just blowing me away. Did he land? No. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? I see smoke. I do not see the dragon. There you are. It takes you on quite the chase. Okay, maybe we can intercept. Is he going in circles or what? No, he's going back this way. Okay. Don't eat me. Got it. You're free! Does it look like it's gonna sneeze? Oh, I didn't mean to kill it. Oh, I didn't. Good. You're welcome or something? Are you so happy about Thanks to your efforts, Naja, the spirit of Mount Lanayru has been free from the grips of an evil power. But a single ceremony remains. Now, loose your arrow through the body of Naja to free the spirit of this region. You sure you want me to do that? It's Oz. Bye. This is the Spirit Naja's scale. It fell where your arrows struck. It serves as proof of the courage you received from the one who served the spring since ancient times. Come, offer a scale from the blue Spirit Naja to the Spring of Wisdom. Nadra's scale. This precious scale fell from the blue spirit Nadra. It contains a bitter cold within. You can use it in cooking, but just eating it seems like a waste. Whatever. Oh, it has to go in the water. Okay. I thought we put it on the pedestal, you know? Anyway. Path has shown itself, go forth. So, is Nadra still here then? Or have they taken to the sky and they're gone? Looks like they're gone, and I did... Shit, I forgot to get their good side. I only have the picture where they have spots all over their face. Mom! You look so good for prom, though. Fucking pizza face all over me. We don't have prom in Ireland, by the way. Just so you know. Anyway. Okay, so 2 dragons we've dealt with. We have Dinarel, I think, is the last one. For the Shrine of Strength. Alright, what disappointing thing are you gonna give me? A frost spear. Got it. I think I'm sensing a pattern here. Okay, I don't think I've actually picked up a frost spear before. You can go. Or sorry, it's not that I haven't picked one up, it's that I don't think I don't think I've taken a picture of it. I haven't. Is this enough for another stamina thing? I don't think so. I think we're on 3. This, oh, sorry, I think this will be 3. Yeah, okay. Right, we've been to the Spring of Wisdom, so I can delete you. So the next one, I'm gonna go over Sora's Domain. So the shrine for the next one is here. But the dragon is like all the fucking way over here? I think it's the last place I saw them. We gotta get over there anyway, so... Where's the closest stable? I'd rather not go back to Dueling Peaks, because that's kind of in the wrong direction. What's this? Oh, yeah. That's where... So there's 12 of these memories, but there's actually a 13th. And that's where the 13th one is. We haven't found all the memories yet. What's the best way to go? So we still need to get... Okay, this one is literally the Shrine of Strength where we're going next. So that's fine. This one is near Goron City. We could probably get it on the way. That's right in front of the castle. That's literally at the castle, and I don't know where this is. This could be fucking anywhere. So our route really doesn't matter so long as we end up at Goron town, city, whatever. I think we just jump off here and try to land on that. So north, this way. So where's it to bother getting all the way to the top? I don't think we'll get much extra height, really. Alright, I'm gonna Revali's Gale. And away we go. Let's see how far it gets us. So we gotta find Dinarel, which is the red dragon. Thing is, we found Dinarel because I have his picture, so I have found him. I just haven't a breeze how to get up to him. Because he's way up in the sky. Alright. We're gonna transatlantic flight here. For the long haul. Sure, what film would Link watch on like a transatlantic flight? Or films, I suppose he'd have plenty of time to watch many. 3 films we think Link would watch? Like, probably the Mario film. Let's assume it's out by then. By the time he has to make a transatlantic flight, the Mario film will be out. Other than that, I'm not sure what else he'd watch. You think he'd be into Lord of the Rings? Wow, that didn't go far at all. I have no depth perception. Ugh. Salt? That's it? You hide it behind a bombable wall, and all you give me is salt. And I give you back salt, because that was disappointing. Okay. A close... It's this stable, really. But even then, we can't really take the horse up into Death Mountain, because fire. So it's largely irrelevant. Yeah. We really don't need to bother. going to a stable. We just need to get to the dragon. So, Death Mountain, north. I don't need to wear this cold gear anymore. Okay, it's about halfway. It's actually a little bit more than halfway through the stream. So now is when Stream Elements should have reminded me to take a break and not 20 minutes into the stream, for fuck's sake. It's a waste of time. So I'm going to take a break. When we come back, we'll continue.
Daruk's protection is now ready to roll.
Thanks, Daruk. We'll continue attempting to find the red dragon. Get his scale, their scale. Make our way back to the Shrine of Strength. Oh, it's the fastest way for me to go. There aren't any waterfalls in here, right? No. There's a waterfall here. There's a waterfall here. I could stay up on this mountain. Jump down here. Calisban. No, I don't want to go that way. I want to go up into... So here. Jump off and go all the way down there, I guess. And then make our way back up Death Mountain. Oh, it's going to take ages. Right. Anyway, before that, I'm going to take a break. So, we'll be back in 5 minutes or so. Right, see you in a bit. Okay. Right. Back to it. I haven't moved. Oh, sorry. Link hasn't moved. I've moved. I, went and took a piss and got another drink and so on. Anyway. Where to go now? We could take the big waterfall out by Zora's Domain, which would probably be faster than taking that one and then walking across. So let's do that. I do like the idea in Tears of the Kingdom that you can, effectively Lego, yourself a hoverboat, or a flying machine, or anything like that, and just take it with you everywhere. If you get a really good one put together, like I imagine it'll come out eventually that people have figured out how to make this incredible airship thing out of all these different parts, and it's like, here's where you go to get all the parts right at the start of the game, and you'll have the best vehicle, then it can go anywhere, all terrain, something stupid. Time for a break? No! Why? You're so bad at this, Stream Elements. I'm just back from a break. See, that almost would have been perfect if he had shaved off the 20 minutes at the start of the stream that you randomly decided to go off for some reason. Anyway, I need to look into that further. I must have a setting somewhere. It must be 90 minutes from some time. Rather than just 90 minutes from the start of the stream. I gotta hydrate and I got a posture check. Do it. I just took a break. Alright. I'll hydrate anyway. Alright. Hydration is done. I'm sure my posture is fine. My posture is incredible, I'll have you know. Immaculate. Ugh. Right. I'm flush with the chair. Everything's good. Okay, there's a waterfall there we can take up. Sorry, fish. Why are you so far away? Why are you so far away, waterfall? Will I have saved any time doing this? Probably not. But whatever, I'm not a speedrunner. Especially since the speedrun for Breath of the Wild is ridiculous. Since it's basically just bomb yourself to Ganon. Just stand in the right spot, jump, explode yourself, and you'll hit Ganon eventually. If I had to pick a game to speedrun, probably one of the Resis, because I know them pretty well. Resi 5 I know pretty well. I don't think I could do like an incredible, top 10 or anything like that, but I know that game pretty well. But yeah, it would probably be one of the Resident Evils, I think. They're one of the few games that I know their mechanics inside and out. It's fun to run for personal bests. Yeah, that's fair. I think... Like, I enjoy watching speedruns and everything. Like, they're They're really interesting, but I always prefer the challenge runs a bit more. It's like, get through the game without getting hit, get through the game without dying, you know, get through the game without using the shotgun, you know, that kind of stuff. Like, Dead Space has one that is actually a trophy or an achievement, and it's just only use the plasma cutter and don't use anything else. And I did that on my very first playthrough of the game because I just thought, yeah, cool, I'm doing that. Ah, you had to do it. You had to hit me. Well, now this is happening. Look what you've done. Look what you've done. Anakin Skywalker. If you hadn't pissed me off, everything would have been fine. Now I have to destroy your entire clan. Alright. It's fine. Those guys didn't start anything. This guy, though. I'm not even gonna collect your stuff. Alright. Where am I going? Going the wrong way, anyway. It's this way I want to go. Oh, I can't climb that. Fuck it. Don't turn around, you little shit. Good. Oh my god. It's just enemies every 2 seconds. Like, even some of the games that have inbuilt challenge modes, like Devil May Cry has a lot of inbuilt challenge modes. You know, it's like Dante Must Die and Heaven and Hell and stuff like that. And I'd love to be good at them. Okay, so we're going from cold, wet weather. Hang on. We need to drop out of the cold weather. I wasn't going to take damage. Alright, so we still got to find the red dragon somewhere. I think he's over here somewhere. See if there's a Korok up here. I don't think there is. I think I climbed up here already. Doesn't look like it. We're here. Alright, Beetle, where are you? There you are. Beetle, what's up? Someone did a Barotrauma speedrun in 4 hours. How like that all sounds very fast, but how ridiculously fast is this? Is it like saying like the regular playthrough of Elden Ring is like 100 and something hours and somebody beat it in like 2, which is insane. It sounds very fast. Okay, fair enough. Beetle, you should just go all in on arrows, because that's all I buy from you. Alright, remember our trek up fucking Death Mountain? Well, we're doing it again. Because I said no fast travel, and when I said no fast travel, I meant no fast travel. Away. Love of God. Okay, so we don't necessarily need to get to Goron village, town. What's it called? City. It is called Goron City. We just need to find the dragon. You know, we can get that memory while we're here. Using horses and climbing counts as fast travel now. Sprinting is fast travel. Alright, I can't do anything. I just gotta... Is this running or jogging? No, I guess we're just gonna walk to Goron City. It's gonna take us a while, but we're gonna get there eventually. I don't think you even can. I think there are parts of Goron, the route to Goron City, that go through lava. So I think you have to climb around. I haven't found a spot where you literally can't get out though. Like you have to fast travel out. I haven't found a spot like that, which is like pretty good design. Like it helps that Link can climb, you know. Oops, no. It helps that Link can climb, you know, everything. Practically. He can pretty much climb his way out of most situations. You know, I haven't seen like, oh, you're at the bottom of a valley and you don't have enough stamina to climb out. Like, there's usually a route you can take that'll get you out. You know, or the mountain, or the sides of the valley are curved enough that you can rest, you know, like that. That's harder to do than you might think. Like, game design-wise, that's really impressive. To be impressed by a Nintendo first-party video game design, I know. They're, like, probably the best at it. Other than, you know, the whole weapon durability system that everybody hates. I can ignore that part. I think the change they made to Tears of the Kingdom will probably satisfy some people about that, at least. Right. Let's change you into a beacon. Right, so we're gonna head for the blue one, because I think that's where there's a memory, and then maybe we'll see the dragon along the way. First, we gotta go past the sulfur, like, stinky. This has gotta smell awful. Probably feels good to get into, but I bet it stinks. Just ran right into my pocket. Any percent Breath of the Wild is 23 minutes, 51 seconds. Insane. So much of that is probably just hunting down a decent weapon to fight Ganon with and then bombing yourself all the way over to the castle. Or no, like I'd say most of that is doing the opening shrine to get access to the Sheikah Slate powers, and then the rest of it is just bombing yourself to Ganon. I don't know, I haven't watched it in a while. Or I haven't watched it since they, you know, broke it open with all those glitches. Okay, we're strategically staying out of the very hot zone. That way I can keep our mountain climbing gear on. If you stasis launch something and then let it hit you at the same time you shield surf it, it launches you. Yeah, that's what the nuts thing is. You find something really big that you can stasis launch, and then time it really well so that when it launches, you shield surf at the same time. And rather than it killing you, it just hits your shield and launches you very, very far. Like, insanely far. Like, all the way to the castle from the Great Plateau far. I think they also take advantage of the idea that you're going so fast that the world doesn't load in quick enough. So you end up going through walls and through trees and stuff like that. Nice. No sign of Dragonetti. Also, I very much just took a guess at where the memory location was. Just from... Huh. Didn't know they did that. Just burst into steam if you hit them with something cold. Yeah, so I kind of just guessed that it's up there. Because that looks like the right angle. Like a lot of the other ones I've placed stars because I was actually there and just plonked it down on the map and said, okay, I'll do that on stream and come back to it later. This one, I have not confirmed it's actually here. Shit. I don't think it's here. Oh, it is! It's there! Okay, good stuff. Okay, that's one. There's one for this gap somewhere. There it is. Yeah, haha! You found me! These puzzles suck. They're fine. They're just quick asides. They break up the monotony of running from one place to the other. You should have to carry the rock miles. Yeah, that would be hilarious. There's one on the complete opposite end of the map. You just have to get there. You can't fast travel because you'll drop the rock. I think Nintendo would probably have an issue with it. Sorry, not Nintendo, like Miyamoto, who wants everything to be accessible for young and old.
That cut doesn't look too bad, actually. You're fine for now. But you know, there's a fine line between courage and recklessness.
Wow.
Brave as you are,
Past Link is really strong.
immortal.
He just took out like a Lionel, a bunch of bokoblins.
It seems that
3 Lionels?
not only is the frequency of these types of attacks on the rise, but the scale of beasts we are facing is intensifying.
Why can't we be
as well.
past Link? He's really good. They were white-haired Lionels too.
I fear that this is an omen which portends the return of Calamity Ganon.
All he has is a cut.
If that's the case, I'm ready to expect the worst. We'll need to make preparations as soon as possible.
Is the Blood Moon happening IRL? Back here? No, it's morning time. Okay. It's the Korok in the background going, you okay, Link? You kind of spaced out there for a bit. Okay. Memory achieved, or memory unlocked or something. Where the fuck is this red dragon? Where Where are you, you bollocks? Alright, try and get up there. You might get a better shot of him. I wonder if keeping the frost spear brings down the temperature enough that you don't have to put on the fireproof armor. Because if you're wearing frost weapons or fire weapons or whatever, they do actually change the temperature. Which is why we're climbing very close to Death Mountain, but we're like right on the edge of uncomfortably cold. Red dragon, right here. Damn it. I don't think climbing any higher is really going to help. It may be time to consult the Oracle. Google. Consult the Oracle at Google. Where is the Red Dragon? Did you mean Red Dragon the film? No. It'll probably turn out that I'm way off, and we'll have an even longer trek to get back to him. But he's the fire dragon. You would think he'd be near Death Mountain somewhere. Thing is, getting a high vantage point in Breath of the Wild, because the draw distance isn't great. Like, looking out, you won't really spot the dragon because he may not have actually loaded in. I know he's in this area somewhere. Like, from here to that peak, he's here. But where exactly he is, I don't know. Draw distance on modern games in general is amazing or isn't amazing. Like, I mean, being able to see this far, being able to see anything is impressive. You know, like, yes, like, the green pastures out there are going to be incredibly low poly and so on. And even further out, those mountains aren't actually there. They're JPEGs and, you know, whatever. There's all sorts of tricks being pulled so that they can keep the processing rate down. But you would never be able to see this far in like a PS1, PS2 game. Yeah, as you said, yeah, PS1 and 64, the render fog, the fog of war. Daggerfall on the PC, you couldn't like see 2 foot in front of your face. That's why it had to load every 2 seconds. Right. Okay, we're going to have to consult it because I'm not just going to bumble about the place with no fast travel. This will be an arduous stream. So, Breath of the Wild, Din Ral location. Near the Elden Mountains and the Tabitha Frontier, but you can easily spot it where he spawns right next to the Elden Great Skeleton at 9 AM. The Elden Great Skeleton. The Elden Mountains are like over here somewhere. So we've already gone the wrong way, so that's good shit. The Eldon. Here's Eldon's flank. Eldon Mountains. So we need to go a little bit further north. Where's the Eldon Great Skeleton? Is it this? No. Is it called that? There's crab. The crab thing. It's looking. It's looking this way as a crab. Anyway. Wasn't this Eldon around here? Eldon Canyon. Oh, okay. So I guess we're heading further north, and we'll get to the mountains, and then fucking we'll figure out where he is from there, I suppose. I think we're reaching the limit of what I can do with the mountain gear and the ice spear. We're very close to lava at this point. Oh, it's still working. Frost spear is still working out. Near the Eldon Mountains and the Tabantha Frontier. The Tabantha Frontier is here, I think. Tabantha Tundra. Where's Tabantha? Tabantha Frontier. Oh, wow. Near the Eldon Mountains and the Tabantha Frontier. Look at all of this expanse. It could be fucking anywhere here. Great. Although that is what I said, though, right? From where I was standing to that peak over there, that's more or less the same. What time is it in Breath of the Wild? It's almost noon. So we've missed his spawn, at least. Am I taking your picture? You look new. You're not new. I get the feeling that I'm going to climb to the top of one of these hills and be like, okay, where is he? And just turn the corner and he just swoop down and eat me. I don't think they can actually eat you in the game, but just saying. It would be my dumb luck for that to happen. Actually, I don't think the dragons attack you either. They're just there. Uh-oh. Well, we've reached the spot where we can't go any further with the mountain gear. All right. Well, I can keep the bandana on, I suppose. Then what I have equipped is fine. What I have equipped is fine. What I've equipped is fine. Right. Alright, no sign of him. Doom Training, when you redeemed Dewitt, were you able to hear it? I've had some issues with the sound alerts redeeming but not actually going off. Yeah, I heard it. Okay, cool. Alright, still haven't reached the blue spot. Not that I think this will change a whole lot. Hello there! Okay, good stuff. Okay, I just had to figure out how I can hear it as well. Alright. Okay, we're not like bang on the blue spot or anything, but he's around here somewhere. Alright, well. Okay, well we gotta try to avoid landing in this, because that will start a whole other thing that I really don't want to do right now. So that black hole over there is a very special shrine that we will do at some point, but we're not going to do it this stream. And there's also the third maze shrine that I want to do, which is back in the desert, which is over here. There. The Lost Forest? No, that's the Lost Forest over there. But the fog? That one is like the... I don't remember what it's called. But it's like pitch black, basically. Alright, we're just gonna have to go look for him. Yeah, so there's the dark forest, the very, very dark forest, and then that's the Lost Forest. The thing is, even finding him, even if we find the dragon, I have no idea how to get up to him. Oh, there's a Korok seed there. It's the real Badlands out here. We're not the Badlands, we're just underfunded. Alright, hang on. Let's put our mounting gear on and we'll do this Korok seed while we're here. I think I'll probably have... I don't want to do it off stream. You know, I do want to figure out how to get... At least figure out how to get to him, I guess. And then once I know, I can do that on the next stream. If we can't get to him this stream. Alright. What kind of bullshit is this going to be? Do you have firewood? Didn't we try this again? Or I tried this last time and it didn't work? Wow, that's the easiest one yet. Just climbing up this is fine. Yeah, haha, you found me! I mean, I can make firewood. Or not make firewood, I can make a campfire, I suppose is what I meant. I have wood. No, still no sign of him. You can pass time and use it. Oh yeah, see if he spawns. Okay, yeah, that's true. Yeah. I need some metal. Do I have ore? Is a good question. Oh yeah, or flint rather. Loads. And what do you think? You think this is just going to roll all the way down and I'm going to have to do it again? For a change, it didn't. Okay, what do you think? Time is it? Alright. Well, it's morning. Okay, well, every other enemy has spawned. Well, I guess we'll see if the dragon spawns. It worked! No! He should be here somewhere. Oh shit, that is him. Oh no, panic. Panic! How do I get over to him? Go, go, go. It did actually work. I guess he is one of Ganon's monsters if he respawns with the blood moon. Which way is he going? Ah, fuck, I've lost him. I think he got away. It's not like he's that fast, though. There you are! Look at him! Look at him just clipping around the outside of the map. This is something I would do to avoid enemies. Sneaky little shit. Alright, hang on. If I go straight at him, I won't actually reach him. Gotta go this way. Okay, so it looks like early in the morning he's actually low to the ground, and it's only late at night, I think. He's way up in the sky. Oh, so far away. Ah, oh, come on. There's look at this incline. Why isn't this working? It's because it's rock, probably. He's gonna manage to do an entire lap before I get to him. Or Link will get eaten by wolves, one or the other. Come back here, goddammit! As soon as he's out of the camera, he despawns and goes somewhere else. No, he's climbing into the sky. I won't be able to get to him. And now it's raining, so I absolutely won't be able to reach him. Okay, well, I guess we're just going to tail him and see what happens. Tail him back to his lair. I think we'll never have gotten such a workout today. Ah, shit. Hello, friend. If I ran as much as any single video game character, I'd either be dead, my knees would be blown apart, or I'd be in incredible shape. Wow, that dragon's fast. I really like that your shoes wore out in Death Stranding, yeah. Like, there's a lot of fun things that happen in Death Stranding that I don't typically like survival games that much. And I know Death Stranding isn't exactly a survival game. But there were some things that it simulated that I found really fun and interesting. No, I don't think I'm going to catch this dragon somehow. Link literally chasing the dragon right now. Alright, do I cut my losses and just climb this instead of trying to chase him down? Where are we? Okay, he probably turned south. Actually, I can't climb in the rain. Never mind. I don't taste good, guys. God damn it. Here, eat this goat instead. Oh, come back here. Come back here. Where did he even go? Wow, he really motored. Did he drop down here, maybe? Where the fuck did he go? Anyway, there's a shrine here. I guess we'll head up to Bantha area. Not right now. have hundreds of those at this point. If he passes back underneath me and I don't see him, I'm gonna be so pissed. Alright, he's not up in the sky. Or if he is, he's gotten way ahead of us. Or he despawns after a while, which I guess is also probably. That was close. This could have smashed me out of it. I'm gonna walk off the cliff looking for this guy. I am kind of surprised we can't see him. I feel like we should be able to see him. Unless he just respawned or despawned. Oh, nice. Thanks for the subscription, Doomtray Nick. You can enjoy the emotes that I haven't gotten around to making yet. I have a guy ready to do it. I'm just waiting on him to get back to me. What song was that? That is Bury the Light, but it's Virgil's theme from Devil May Cry 5. You serious? Okay, I think I aim here and then wait for it to actually hit the bottom. There it is. Too far. found me! Yes, anyone watching the VOD wondering what song Doomtrain Inc. is talking about, you can't hear any of the sounds unless you're watching live. I may change that in the future, but right now, that's the way it's set up. Okay, I'm thinking that we make our way back to where they spawned the last time and just wait. Or not wait, but like, you know, that part where they were trying to circle all the way around the map. We'll just wait there for them. And why, yes, that is quite the walk. Thank you for noticing. I'm gonna stay on this rocks so I can run a bit faster. I thought maybe the wind might mean he's nearby. Doesn't look like it. Alright, so the long, dark trek back. You know, by the time we get there, we mightn't even have to make firewood. He might just be there again. He's just done a full lap. It's been a whole day. It's already nighttime. There's no way those guys are hitting me. They're way too slow. If he had a bow, I'd stop to fight because then they just become a pain in the ass. Maybe I should actually get on the path. It might go a bit faster. Hey, fight this guy. Come over here and fight this guy instead. There you go. Fight him. What did I say? Go fight him. Ugh. Alright, fine. Alright, here's another guy. Alright, fight him. No, it must be you, Link. It must be you I fight. Why do y'all want to fight me? There's so many guys you can fight. Look, 3 guys there you could have fought. Decide to fight me instead. Nope. This way. Being on the path doesn't actually make you run any faster. Never mind. It's at some spots it does, I guess. Okay, we literally just have to hit him with an arrow. That's it. And then, oh god, it's fucking miles back to... It's miles back to the Shrine of Strength. Ugh. Why did you say no fast travel? Why did you say it? Because it's a seamless stream. That's why. That's why I said it. I might get hit here. Ugh. Well, we're out of the sunny area. If I am gonna get attacked, I might as well put the good gear on. Oh yeah, now you glow. You never... By the time I get there, it'll have stopped glowing. That's the annoying part. Where's the thunder coming from? It's coming from you! There he is! No, he's taking up to the sky again! Okay. Shit. Okay. Mountain gear. He did do a whole fucking lap. Speedy stuff. Something to get me up there quick. Are you speed food? You're speed food. Okay, cool. We'll go. No time. Ah, Jesus. Okay, where are you? The music's playing. Where are you? Oh, he's so high in the sky. Fuck. Yeah, it's cold up here, I know. It's fine. Okay, fine. Put the cold gear on. Okay, where are you? Oh, look how high in the fucking sky he is. There's no chance in hell of hitting him. Not a fucking prayer. Okay. I'm not chasing him again. We're gonna stick to the plan we had. Alright. I'm gonna go to this edge. I wonder if I had revalied as soon as I saw him, would I have reached the top earlier? Oh my god. He has a bow. I can't ignore him. As much as I would like to have that. And I have loads of you. Oh! What was that? Little shit. Calm down, Lionel. Nope, we're nobody. Ignore us. We're nobody. Yep. Mm-hmm. Bullshit. Yeah, haha, you found me! Alright, now get the fuck out of here before the Lionel kills us. Alright, I think we could probably set up camp that side and just wait for the dragon to come to us. Hopefully. Okay, so we can probably hang out here. It is 4 a.m. So if we wait, it'll just be 5 a.m. It's not much of a change. Of course, if he's not on a 24-hour cycle, then he may not show up here at around 9 a.m. again. I'd rather not wait. That's kind of boring. Suppose we can use the time to get closer. Steal some peppers. Well, not stealing peppers, I guess. I suppose the plant expects you to take some peppers. Just doesn't expect you to throw the seeds in the fucking bin. Hey, look, finding those dragons yet, officer? I'm working on it. Oh, look, catching them killers, then. It's just the one killer, actually. Why are there so many of you? Okay, so does he scoot down there? Is that where he comes from? Guys, you can't get up here. What's your plan? It's like Conan the Barbarian here. You guys can't get up to me. And well, I do have a sword I can hit you with, I suppose, but I'm busy. Fine. You guys hang out down there, I guess. You really brought this on yourselves.
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
Alright, well, I got dinner. Waiting for this dragon.
Duke's protection is now ready to roll.
Cool. I'm kind of reluctant to move from this position, because I don't know which side he comes down from. Assuming he comes down from any side. Oh, the rain's moving in. Which means finding him is going to become even more difficult. I suppose the music will kick in at some point if we're close to him. Which is a big if. Should I move? Okay. regret doing this. For fuck's sake, there's another Lionel down there. No, no wonder the dragon stays on the outside of the map. There's so many Lionels on his route. He's like, no, I don't want to go there. Okay, I think this is where he comes down. Don't know how long we were running before he lapped us last time. No, you dick. Any second now. It's a bird sound effect. It's perfect. Alright, just waiting on him. Here any second. Mark him while I'm at it. Death. Do you think he comes out in the rain? I mean, we could skip forward to morning and just keep doing it until he spawns. Oh, is this the skeleton they're talking about? No. There is, like, a big dragon skeleton somewhere on the map. I forget where it is. I think it's in this area. Yeah, there it is. Wonder if he spawns from there. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna... Words. We're gonna speed time until morning again. I have 16 of these, so we can do this. We can do this a lot. Yeah, we'll stick with morning. He did appear here during a morning, so he must be on a cycle where he gets here at a morning. So we just keep doing morning time. He should end up here at some point. Okay. So we'll give him to like 5:30. I think that's when we actually spotted his tail. Here he comes. Do we wait? Should we wait for him or just go get him? Oh, that's some heavy exposure on that. Let's just go get him. There you are, you dick. Yes, this is a much better picture than the one I took. Okay, now we just gotta hit him in the belly without getting smashed by his fire. Just gotta hit him right in the belly. Just like Smaug. Fuck, where did it go? Doesn't count, fuck! I should need to get up high so I can see it. Guess it'll serve me right now. I stood too close to him, I couldn't see where the fucking thing went. Also, I don't think I hit his belly, I think I hit his hand. There it is. Please be a scale, please be a scale, please be a scale, please be a scale. Jesus Christ, Breath of the Wild, everything has to go wrong. Right, Dinral's scale. This precious scale fell from the red spirit Dinral. It fell. It emanates a great heat. You can use it in cooking, but just eating it seems like a waste. Alright, see you later, guys. Do I have your picture? I do. Alright. Now we have the long trek back to Moria. We need to get from here to there. Okay, I suppose we can head east. It's gonna take a minute. We finally did it. Goddamn dragon. Is there a stable near us? No. It would take longer to take the stable, so let's just keep moving. You can go past that dragon skeleton, I suppose. Show you that. Okay, so once we've done these 3 shrines, we'll have done the Shrine of Strength, Courage, and Wisdom. Though they don't appear to have anything... I mean, yeah, you need to, get scales of each dragon to complete them, but the items you get for doing it aren't, super impressive. You didn't slay the dragon, though. It's fine. It's fine. He's gone now. And we will never see him on stream ever again. So he's dead. That's how it works. Also, I don't think you can slay either of... I don't think you can slay Dinral or Farosh, but it looks like you can Nadra. Do Lionels attack you if you don't take your weapons out? I heard there's some weird thing about Lionels that if you either don't have any weapons or don't take your weapons out, they leave you alone? Because you're, like, not worth... You're not a worthy fight or something? Anyway, here's the big skeleton. The Elden Great Skeleton. Hang on. Let's do it the fun way. It's not so great. I think they mean great as in big. Some pretty large vertebrae. It's all fused though, so you wouldn't have been able to bend. I'm not even sure if it is a dragon, this skeleton. It seems like it is. Is it ever... Are we ever told what the other, like, massive skulls are? That are about the place? It's got quite the wedge of a head. And no eye sockets. That creature doesn't have any eye sockets. Are they its eyes? Is this meant to be its eyes? I guess. I have no idea what that's supposed to be. But there's also giant skulls out on the plain that the enemies have camps inside. Like, what are they? I'm not sure it's explained in Elden Ring either, because that also has, you know, Caelid has like giant corpses littering it, and it's like, what's this about? Who are these guys? Yeah, I suppose Elden Ring does have giants in it. I guess that makes sense. That's probably who it is. Oh, still so far to go. Okay. If only Link could ride an ostrich. I tried. You can't. Okay, well, we can do a Korok thing here. Everybody likes the Korok seeds. That's a ghost ostrich. Okay. Okay, the gap. There shouldn't be one. Yeah, you found me. Hey, Swigs, thanks for the follow. Have their picture. If you guys had just left me alone, this wouldn't have been a problem. Could have just lived our lives. None of us would have had any issue. Could have just walked past you, but then you had to die an incredibly gory death. Why didn't you blow up? Okay. I've recovered that one flint we used. I wonder what's under this. Yeah, haha, you found me! Oh wait, no, shit, I forgot to do it. I can't believe it. Sorry about that, I forgot to do this. Every time. It's funny. And I fucking missed as well. Christ. Pardon me. Oh, okay. He's real mad. Alright. How far are we now? Still miles away. What are you idiots doing? Being idiots, okay. So we'll get out here, we'll take a turn south. God is watching when you abuse NPCs, and he likes it. That's how you get in. God doesn't like it, but St. Paul loves it. He just finds it hilarious. Okay, I can catch this updraft. So this, I don't think I did this on stream. I don't remember if I did. But there is a quest here, the Gut Check Rock, where you have to climb this big rock, collect rupees along the way, and then try to get up to the top with the most rupees and then within a specified amount of time. And you have to do it, otherwise you can't access that shrine. And since it's all blue, that means I did it. Okay. Where are we going? East. Okay, so we're making our way to the Shrine of Strength. It's inside a quarry that has a bunch of Guardian helicopter guys. But I think we can bypass them if we come at it from this angle. It's also a very annoying shrine to get to. But down there is where you meet, forget his name now, but he's the owner of Fang and Bone, the monster shop. You can see that this lake kind of looks like a skull. It looks like a skull a lot more from the map, really. I need to descend or I'm going to die. Like, see, looks like a skull. Okay. South. Let me just change this to a beacon instead. Okay, now I know which direction to go in. we could have just passed by each other. It wouldn't have been an issue. Do appreciate the games that are like, your character is 50 levels higher than this enemy, so it's just gonna ignore you. It's like, good, thanks. It'd be funnier if they cowered from you, because you're so much more powerful. I wish Xenoblade would do that. Xenoblade, level 90 enemy, you're level 1. Yep, I'm coming to kill you specifically. Thanks, video game. Okay, we're out of the extreme heat and the extreme cold. Now we're just in extreme wet. Okay, we don't need to climb those hills. But we can now, because the weather's fine. I don't want to deal with any more combat. Okay, Shrine of Strength in here. I'm pretty sure this is where the memory is as well. Offer Dinral, oh yeah, right. Offer Dinral Scale received from the Red Spirit, the Spring of Power. I got us Hylia will guide you. No, you didn't. I had to find that dragon myself. Right. Dinral Scale. Path has shown itself, now go forth. Okay. So I don't think you specifically get anything for doing all three of them. They're just kind of unique shrines. I've been trying to show off the more interesting and more unique shrines, like these three, Eventide Island, where you effectively have a mini opening area where you have no items, and you still have to collect 3 orbs and whatever. So that's an interesting one. The mazes, I think, are kind of interesting. Oh, fuck you. I had to do all that shit. I suppose it is a Shrine of Strength. And it's, you're fucking shitting me. And it's a major test as well. Well, good way to finish the stream, I suppose. Was kind of hoping to wrap it up here, video game. I see we're in a bunch of water. We're in a bunch of water. So if I wear rubber gear, time for a break. You bet it's Steam Elements. Stream Elements even. Right, shock resistance. Got put Link in his gimp suit. And then we have lightning. Nope, that didn't work as well as I was hoping it would. Mostly because I don't think he can drop his weapons. Suppose I can do that. What an incredible waste of lightning arrows. I've committed to this strategy. Okay, I can use the other ones now. Oh, what? You gave up? Thought you were gonna do the thing. Alright, we're going back to this though. Shit. I was wondering why that sword was lasting so long. It's because it's the special one. 25. That's too big. We shock him even further. This one's out. Wait. I think this sword has guard break as well. Or it's, what is it, the last attack just does a lot of damage? Oh, he didn't care about it that time. This is gonna hurt. Eat shit! Now that's a fucking end to the stream. You did not have a good time at all, did you, Guardian? All you left me was the spear. Suppose it makes sense that the Shrine of Strength has a... what do you call it? Actual fight in it. Shrine of Wisdom was to know to take out the eyeballs on Nadra, I guess? Oh, I do need that. I haven't picked that up before. And Shrine of Courage was just to go after Farosh, I suppose. Because he's scary and there's lightning all over the place. Okay, I don't think I have a picture of you, so... Okay, and we've enough that we can get a further stamina container. I think that brings us up to 3 rings. Okay, let's get out of the gimp suit. Alright, 3 rings. Oh, that's maxed. I see. Fair enough. Okay, so there's the memory here, but I think, as it is getting quite late, and I don't know how long this is gonna... Actually, it's not gonna be that long, is it? Alright, yeah.
I come seeking help regarding this power that has been handed down over time. Prayer will awaken my power to seal Ganon away. Or so I've been told all my life. And yet, Grandmother heard them. The voices from the spirit realm. And Mother said her own power would develop within me. But I don't hear or feel anything.
I don't feel anything!
Father has told me time and time again. He always says, quit wasting your time playing at being a scholar.
Wow, what a dick.
Curse you. I've spent every day of my life dedicated to praying. I've pleaded to the spirits tied to the ancient gods. And still the holy powers have proven deaf to my devotion. Please, just tell me. What is it? What's wrong with me?
Okay, that's not a great way to end the stream. Okay. So the game says it's saving, but I'm going to save anyway. Okay, so what is left? So we have this one that's right in front of the castle. We have this one that's slightly to the side of the castle. We have this one that's, by the looks of it, is in the castle itself. And then this one, which I have in a breeze where it is. So we need to find this. Or more specifically, I will find it through the Oracle of Google will probably tell me where it is. Anyway, that's it from us, from me. For today. Tomorrow, though, we are going to have a sponsored stream, at least half of one. We're going to be... people at Whitethorn Games have given me a key to play Kana Quest, which is a kind of educational game. I know, now stay with me, but it teaches you how to read and pronounce hiragana and katakana, which are Japanese alphabet, effectively. It's not quite that, but, you know, close enough. And it looks kind of fun and interesting. So we'll probably play there for like an hour and a half, something like that. I don't think we could get... Like, I don't want to solve all of the things for you. You know, you go off and play it yourself. So we'll play that for like an hour and a half. And then the second half of our stream, we're going to play Storyteller, which is a recently released, again, another puzzle game where you sort of... You're given characters, you're given like motives, you're given setting, and then you sort of have to tell a story by placing characters in different situations. And the game will be like, tell me this particular story. And you'll be like, okay, well, if I put him here and there, and they have this interaction and so on, that tells the story. So it's that kind of game. It's fun. It's really well done. It's really well drawn. So we'll probably play that for the second half of the stream. So thanks, big thanks to Doom Training for the subscription, and also for keeping me company here for a sizable amount of this Dragon Quest that we went on. Which Dragon Quest we may play on the channel at some point as well. Anyway, the 3 dragons are taken care of. Also, thank you to Swibgs, whose name I have no idea how to pronounce, for the follow as well. It's also appreciated. Anyway, we'll see you tomorrow for Canna Quest and Storyteller. Have a good rest of your evening. I'm going to head off and go look up where that picture is supposed to be. Bye-bye.
Thank you.